Yo, what's up guys? AOC Dino here and welcome to a new video. You guys might be thinking right here, what am I seeing? But yeah, today I have a Pokemon Go video for you guys. I've actually been playing Pokemon Go again when I was on holiday with my girlfriend. I started playing Pokemon Go again, and yeah, I was looking into the PvP scene again. So I'm still pretty new. I'm still fairly new. But yeah, one of the skills we have, of course, is adapting to new things. So yeah, I was kind of studying up on Pokemon Go PvP, and yeah, these are just going to be few of my first battles. Yeah, now you see the 70 thing, but yeah, I did play a bit before, but never really got into it. I just played to play for the Stardust. Yeah, on the left side, you're going to see my team. You're going to see my team, and with all the information. It's actually supposed to be a Noctowl on this team, but at the time I didn't have a Noctowl yet. I did have an Altaria, and I wanted to have the flying type. So I had something against grass types. Mainly Venusaur, because that one might be a bit difficult for me to base. But yeah, with this team also, I've been troubling to the steals, of course, because Altaria getting walled by stuff like Laren, Stunfisk. But yeah, I will swap to Noctowl once I get it. Anyway, guys, let me know in the comments down below if you'd like to see more Pokemon Go content. I've been actually quite enjoying it, and if I can make content of it, then all the better, all the better. So we're just gonna hit that play button, and yeah, let's go. So we have a couple of games going. Killed as 90s. So start off with the Medicham. Elisa with Skarmory, not a good matchup for me, of course. I tried to get a couple of hits here in, and then I swap into my Lantern just to get some energy. He swaps as well, and he swaps into Greninja, which is not really a good matchup, which makes me think the one Pokemon in his that he has in the back is also weak to Lantern, so that's why I decided to shield there. I think that's a mistake on my end. Maybe I should shield this next Night Slash in case he gets a boost. But because he doesn't get a boost, I decided to not let this one go. And it's gonna be another Night Slash coming my way, of course. And we're building up to a lot of energy, and I'm gonna shield bait him here. Going for the Surf, hoping that he anticipates my Thunderbolt and then shields, and he does shield. And from here I'm just gonna farm him down a bit, and unfortunately he got to another Night Slash. I let this go as well. I actually shielded that one just because of the Skarmory in the back end that he swapped into Greninja as well. But I'm gonna go for the Surf here because it's gonna knock him out here, and it's gonna preserve me some energy. And see what he's gonna throw here. He had a Skarmory as a lead, and he goes into the Dewgong as I switch back into my Medicham. And I'm just gonna throw off a couple of Ice Punches and make this Skarmory force a few. Basically making him a bit lower because I want to farm him down on my Lantern. I don't have any shields anymore, so I'm definitely gonna keep Ice Punching. Hopefully he's gonna use a shield on me, but we just get off this Ice Punch, and we're getting really low there, and he is forced to attack here because otherwise my Medicham is going to farm him down. So he's gonna attack here, which means I can get in my Lantern on the next one. And here I make a really cheeky play. He actually had enough energy for a next attack, but yeah, whether it's Brave Bird or Sky Attack, it doesn't really matter. I resist the attack, and of course I have to let this one go. I was lagging a bit, and hit him. I hit the Thunderbolt on him, and this is one really cheeky play. But since he's an Ice type, was counting, and there I switch into the ground type attack, and yeah, from there my opponent decided to give up. I was really counting his moves. Had he gone for the Ice type attack anyway on me, then Of course, he would knock me out, but then he would have used all his energy, and then my Lantern can get off a next charge move. And that's GG. So on to the next one. Gonna be a Medicham into a Greninja, which is awesome for us because we definitely have the better matchup here. And he's gonna stay in for a couple of attacks, which is really strange to me because he's swapping out. Now he's at half HP, and yeah, Ninetales is a really tough one for me to face. So I decided to bring in my Lantern, use my Medicham for later, and I'm gonna try to weaken this guy as much as possible, throwing off a few surfs. Because I have an Altaria on the back which doesn't like facing this at all. I might... Not sure if I want to take the Moonblast. I did decide to shield as he goes for Weather Ball, shield baiting me. But yeah, the Ninetales is really low. And here I decide to surf before I can throw off a charge move. And if he shields this one, that would be cool as well. If he doesn't, then of course we beat him down. And yeah, he's gonna go for his next attack. And I think I let this one go because I wanted to have the shield, and he clicks Weather Ball again. Maybe he didn't have Moonblast, who knows. I'll be able to weaken him a bit, and I should have actually gone for the charge move, but I thought I could try to farm him down. So I go into Medicham, knock him out there, get an extra charge in, and he goes into the Greninja, and in most cases, it's only Night Slash, but I wanted to shield in case he did go for the Hydro Pump, for the Hydro Cannon, and he swaps out on my shield, and I swap back into the Altaria, trying to weaken down this Umbreon because I wanted to keep my Medicham for the Greninja, and he goes for Foul Play, and Dragon Breath is just doing so much to him. Altaria into the long battle, of course. And there's a Foul Play coming out here. Altaria really tanking him. Trying to farm up a bit more. And basically, I'm gonna let this one go. Just trying to farm as much as possible. Trying to get to the second Sky Attack. But now I'm really low. And I did get to the second Sky Attack. And now I'm gonna throw 2 in a row. Which is going to knock out the Umbreon. And if Umbreon doesn't go down, Medicham will farm him down. And now I'm gonna go directly into Medicham, and we still had Ice Punch in the back. But I'm going for the Psychic. That was a misclick. I should have Ice Punched because Psychic is more resisted. But he still had a shield, and I have the Ice Punch. That's why I should have Ice Punched. Luckily I had enough energy, but I should have double Ice Punch there. Because he was low enough to go down anyway, and we win. So I was swapped into Medicham directly because he had energy, and that way he couldn't farm down on my Altaria there. Yeah, we lead up with Medicham. Against the Gliscor, we have Ice Punch, but he has Wing Attack. Not an ideal matchup, but I don't really have anything good in the bag for this because he could Earthquake as well on my Lantern. I decided to commit to this, and he goes first. And his attacks are Night Slash and probably Earthquake. So I decided to just let it go. And we're gonna Ice Punch here, which he has to shield because it's 4 times super effective against him. But he doesn't, and look at how low this Gliscor is getting, and I can just farm him down. And yeah, he should have definitely shielded that one. Which is really good for me that Gliscor goes down. And now the Deoxys comes in. I'm trying to get off an Ice Punch because the Deoxys is one of the most difficult ones for me to kill. Try to get off an Ice Punch before I swap out there. And I'm trying to beat him down with Altaria. I just keep Lantern in the back. Because I didn't want him farming down on my Medicham. He swaps into the Registeel, another Pokemon I don't like to see. The Registeel and the Deoxys are often together. That's why I wanted to keep Medicham just for a bit. Because Lock-On doesn't do much damage, and Counter is resisted by Medicham as well. I just wanted to have the fighting attack for the Registeel in the back. And yeah, my Even though Reggie still resists my Sky attacks, I'm getting off many of them, really weakening this Registeel, making him use all the energy on me. And here I'm just committing to a Lantern, so I'm deciding to let him take down my Altaria, and I still have my 2 shields up, but I go into Medicham just to weaken him with the counter. Like I said, I can farm him down pretty much. This one I am going to shield, of course, because I did have HP on me. I mean, I did charge up a bit. And he swaps out into the Deoxys, so I'm going to get off another Ice Punch here. Which is really going to help me in the damage department. And that's his last shield down, so I go directly into my Lantern. Because I still have a shield and I wanted to use Medicham as a sec swap later. And now I'm getting to my Surf. And because he has no shields, this is going to be the end game for my Lantern. He's going to attack me. That cannot be Psycho Boost because he didn't have enough turns. So it has to be another Thunderbolt, which we take fairly well. I'm going to farm down up on him a bit. There are 2 Pokemon for me to beat, which is Registeel and Deoxys. So I'm going to Surf here before he can throw off his charge move against me. And then I keep my shield against the Zap Cannon from Registeel, which does obviously more damage. But the Registeel is really low to the point where I can just farm him down with fast attacks. And we win that game as well. So for this one, Medicham into the Stunfisk, which is a really good matchup for us because our fast attacks are super effective, of course, since he's a Steel type. So I am going to keep charging. You got 4, 5, which cannot be Earthquake. It has to be Rock Slide. So I'm gonna let this one go, as he does indeed Rock Slide onto me, which is really nice because now I can go for the Ice Punch. Not gonna kill him, but it's gonna make it easy to punch him down. But he made a really nice swap into the Azumarill, catching it. But now I can go into my Lantern and basically 1v1 him, farm him down to my Thunderbolt. And I am going for the Surfer, trying to make him use a shield as well. Trying to bait a shield there, which he doesn't shield. And here I decided to stay in and shield it, not shield it, as he goes for the Play Rough. And yeah, at this point I need to get a shield off this guy. I'm gonna Thunderbolt here and not gonna shield bait. And he doesn't shield either, but Azumarill goes down, which is cool. I still have my Lantern in, unfortunately, and he reveals Jump Bluff, which is annoying because Jump Bluff can have Seed Bomb. But I'm trying to get off a Thunderbolt before I'm going to swap out. It's obviously gonna save me some time as well. So every minute you can swap. And I'm going directly into my Altaria, trying to catch the Grass type attack, as it is Energy Ball, which Altaria takes really well, but he swaps into the Stunfisk. And against the Stunfisk, I decided not to shield because I want to keep all the shields on my Medicham. Because Medicham has Ice Punch against the Jump Bluff. I'm just trying to get this done as much as possible, and I'm gonna Sky Attack before he can get off a Rock Slide on me. And he decided to shield that one, which is huge because now Jump Bluff cannot shield my Ice Punch anymore. Here, again, gonna let this one go, because it should not knock me out. And I should be able to get to my Sky Attack before I go down. So it's gonna be really nice because this makes it much easier to farm down on the Stunfisk. And I'm going into the Medicham. The reason I went into the Medicham that early is because I wanted energy, so I can Ice Punch the Jump Bluff. And I still have a shield. I'm gonna shield this one because he hadn't attacked yet and could have been Earthquake, which it was. And now we got charged up to our Ice Punch, which he cannot shield. And Jump Bluff is really low, and I can just farm down to the Ice Punch. We still have a shield here. So we shield this one. And it is acrobatic, so good thing we shield this. And yeah, I get to my Ice Punch. He cannot swap because he swapped in his Jump Love on me. And yeah, no shield anymore. He's gonna drop to this Ice Punch. And it's a good game. None of our mons died, which is really cool. And yeah, on to the next game. I think this is the last game. And we lead off Medicham into a Skarmory. Not an ideal lead for us because he's only running flying type attacks. But I do want to get some energy on the Medicham. I know he'll be useful for later, so I'm gonna Ice Punch him first. And I'm going to try to catch a flying type attack with my Lantern. We counted the moves. So I'm going into the Lantern on him, turn he attacked. Amazing, because it's usually braver than Sky Attack. And he does Sky Attack into my Lantern. And he switches into the Mandibuzz, which makes me think that the last thing in his back is also going to be weak to the Lantern. But I'm going for the Surf here, trying to shield bait here. So I could be going for Thunderbolt, but he doesn't shield, unfortunately. And Mandibuzz is going to attack me. And it's usually Foul Play, Shadow Ball, those kind of moves. He does go for the Shadow Ball. I did decide to shield just because he safe swapped a Mandibuzz into me. So like I said, I think he has something in the back that's going to be weak to me. So I'm going to Surf again. Trying to catch a shield because he is low and he does shield this time. And now I decided to let this one go. We take the Shadow Ball still decently well. And this time I'm going to Surf again. Because if he lets this one go through, I can farm him down. Which gives me energy for the next one. And I swap into the Altaria to catch the next Shadow Ball. Because like I said, I wanted to keep my Lantern in the back because he had a Skarmory. And I feel like he still has something that's going to be weak to Lantern. And his last Pokemon is going to be the Stunfisk, which is weak to Surf. I still have Medicham in the back as well. And the Mandibuzz was low. So I'm gonna let this Altaria die. But before that, of course, I'm gonna try to get to my second Sky Attack. Probably won't be able to get it. He's gonna get to Rock Slide before I can get to my second. So I'm gonna go for the Sky Attack. But that does mean that he has to throw off his Rock Slide on me. And then I can use Medicham to farm this down. Does Rock Slide onto me. Still have Medicham alive. And yeah, we're gonna keep attacking this. And this is a tough one. I think it had to be Rock Slide. I wasn't counting, but now that I see it, it couldn't have been Earthquake, but I couldn't risk losing Medicham when I got energy. So from here I decided to Ice Punch. Maybe I should have farmed down a bit, but I still had energy. So we Ice Punch here. As he decides to shield that one, and now I go directly into my Lantern because I still had some energy to go for the Surf. And that should put him low enough to die. And we managed to clutch this game. Because Mandibuzz is in the back, but Mandibuzz threw off a Shadow Ball before he died. Oh. Mandibuzz goes down, and then it's going to be my first run, guys. My first run on Pokemon Go. I know the commentary is really bad because obviously these battles weren't live. So for me, sometimes it's tough figuring out, but it's easier to count afterwards the most. Like for example, me shielding the Rock Slide because at this point I was counting and it couldn't have been Earthquake, so I shouldn't have shielded that one. But we did. But yeah, I will definitely get better at those kind of things, and yeah, definitely looking to bring more Pokemon Go content because it's a really big community, guys, and it's quite fun as well. It's really fast paced. For the stall haters, might be fun as well. A lot of action, fast action. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a comment down below. Subscribe to the channel. I have a lot of Pokemon content. And yeah, hope to see you guys next time. Peace out.